welcome back to Wendy's Colouring, and today is, well, a bit of a collection of things really. I've got some bits from Ali, I've got some bits from Temu, and a couple of things from Amazon and my scroll boxes. So I thought I'd just kind of lump them together into one video. Most of this stuff has been ordered kind of October, I think, a good chunk of it. My Ali stuff was definitely October. And it's come in bits and pieces like it does. But yeah, with being ill, I just kind of sling it on the side. I'm not touching that now, not mauling with that now. So it just kind of stayed on the side, and I thought, that's it. I'll do a video. I'll do a video. We need to do a video. Yeah, got my cup of tea in my nice... I'm going to spill my tea everywhere now. Look. In my nice gingerbread mug today to try and make me feel better. So, yeah. Now, amusingly enough, this is not in my haul that's on here, but the first thing I did get from Ali is in my haul, which was this, which is for this, as you can see. So this is the Meedan gouache, jelly gouache palette. It's quite a big one. I don't know if it's 48, this one. It is quite a size, as you can see from my hand, but I've had it quite a few years. I think I got this 2020, and although it does click down really nicely, as you might imagine, after all that time, it's starting to look a bit of a mess. I did put a bit of greaseproof paper on to try and help. I don't even pull this back. It might be bad. Apologies if it is bad. Oh no. But as you can see, they are pretty dried out. And I kind of have sprayed them a little bit in the past. But I was a bit worried about it going mouldy, because all paints can go mouldy. That is some of it's not too bad actually. But this is the proper spray for them. So I happened to spot it on Ali, and I thought this is supposed to stop any mould forming on the paint, and obviously revive the paint as well, just by spraying it and then obviously giving them a good mix through. But I do like this palette. It's got some lovely colours in. I think I did get this from Amazon UK, or did I get it from eBay? Can't remember now, but I've had it a long time. There's lots of these kind of palettes available. I do like them, but mine was drying out really badly, and I was concerned it was going to go a bit mouldy. So I thought, when I spotted the actual proper spray for them on Ali, I thought actually that makes a good... I've got paint all over me now. It does make a good idea to get the proper one so that I can revive this paint rather than just spraying any old water in and causing other problems. So I'm curious to see how that works. It was a little bit leaky in the package, but it still feels like there's a good chunk in there. I'm just going to pause and put this away and get the paint off my hands. Back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I'm presuming it's nothing too fancy that's in here. Looks just waterish, but hopefully it does the best job, and I know it's the right thing to get rather than just spraying anything on it. Then other things, this bag's been on the side so long, this is a surprise to me as well. And what else have I got? Oh, some stickers. Oh, I think I've got a couple of books with things in jars. So I was thinking when I write about them in my journal, just put down what I've used in them. I thought I could use a couple of the jar stickers in my journal about the jar that I've coloured in, and that one's going to get used, isn't it? Let's be honest. Got a mushroom in it. So yeah, I've got a whole load of quite cute jars. Yeah, I quite like these. And they're not too shiny either. They're quite nice matte finish. So, oh, that one's a nice one. Look at that one. I like that one. That's right up my street. Kind of natural scene. I'll try and link all of these things in the description if I can. But like I say, I did order a lot of these quite a long time ago. So if they're not there, it's because I can't find them, or they're completely out of stock and it's not showing. I did also get a few bits of, well, they call it washi, don't they? But it's really, I think this is PET tape because it's shiny, and in this case it's almost like an acetate, but this I just thought was so beautiful that I couldn't resist. Again, think of a journal, all of these things really, rather than obviously colouring. But will be colouring related. And then, oh, these ones have little elastic things on. Get them off. Except I can't get hold of it. It's just going to ping off somewhere in a minute in my eye, isn't it? Don't go in my eye. Oh, there we are. I thought this was quite nice. Just can do the page titles with them, but they're little houses in various different daft things. I won't go through the whole row because we'll be here all day. And equally, I won't put the pinky elastic back on because that's going to take too long as well. Put both over there. We'll sort that pile. Oh, another elastic. Ugh, come on. Come off, you know you want to. Ugh. Or maybe you don't. Again, more cute houses. Just like the illustrations on them. They're very nice. Okay, let's get the little elastic as well. Then, this next thing I ordered purely out of curiosity, because I was like, that's never a Faber-Castell pencil sharpener. Surely not from Amazon with Chinese writing on it. But I was curious and thought, actually, I could do with a rubbish sharpener for school. So if it's a load of rubbish, it doesn't matter because the kids will break it anyway. Bought good ones for the kids, they still break them. Knock them off the tables, all the rest of it. So I'm like, no, a cheap one from AliExpress, that's what we like. Is it Faber-Castell? I think probably not. But do I know enough about it to definitely say not? I do not know. So apparently this sharpener has got different settings. So more stubby going all the way to pointed, and then some kind of Chinese character. I'm guessing more pointy or less pointy on there. Then what have we got? We've got some kind of protective film. Let's get rid of that. That doesn't pull out. Interesting. And then we seem to have a button that does not very much. Oh, hello. Okay, so it's the emptying mechanism. The blade looks alright. Looking at it. Doesn't look too bad, does it? That bottom bit, kids are definitely going to break. That is pretty much guaranteed. What have I got handy that I can try and sharpen? Should have thought of this before, but I didn't. Okay, Prisma, you're going in as a sacrifice. Sorry. Dark brown. You'd have thought, like, how's that gonna... Because normally you pinch something to open the grips, don't you? Oh, hello. The whole thing comes out. So we'll set it on something. Oh, I've got it loose. Let's set it on super sharp. This could be a disaster. Can I even get that back in now? There. Oh yeah, there we are. Okay. It has sharpened some of it. We're getting a long shape. Feels a tight fit though. I'm not sure anything other than my Prismas will fit. Gosh, look at that! That is not what I expected. They weren't joking when they said they were going to make that pointy. There's no brown left. Goodness me, that is quite crazy. Normal sharpening. That's just going to break as soon as I put it on anything, isn't it? In Prisma. I'm astounded that it's even managed to sharpen it like that. Well, I've got to find something thicker now because I'm not convinced anything thicker is going to fit in there. What have I got to hand? Nothing much because I put everything away so that I could have some space. What's in this pencil case? Oh no, I can't do it to a graphitint. No, I can't. I was going to sacrifice pencil, but not a graphitint. No, that wasn't the pencil case I thought it was. We'll put them back. I'm going to pause and get some pencils. Okay, I'm back with some sacrificial lambs. I have got a Black Widows. Sorry in advance, Black Widows. Oh no, not that one. One looks blunt. So which being sacrificed? Cobra. Sunset. Will it go in? Oh, it seems to go in alright, surprisingly. Takes a lot of the wood away, that's for sure. Oh, good grief. Oh no. Okay, if you want to wreck your pencils, this setting is crazy. Maybe I'll turn that down a bit because that's too pointy even for me. We'll try the middle one and see how pointy that makes it. We've got a nice colour at my 300 set that I like a lot, as you know. Goes in alright. Oh, it's taking a lot off still. Don't wreck my colours. Goodness, I can't believe how much that takes off. That is crazy. Maybe we'll turn it down to the lowest setting. Does this setting make any difference at all? Because they still, in fact, let's go down to whatever that is. Brute Funa. Black Barrel Brute Funa. Oh. Is it me or did that sound different? Oh no. No, the settings make no difference at all to this pencil case. To this pencil sharpener. Regardless what you set it on. Crazy sharp pencils is what you get, I suppose, to a normal sharpened pencil. I don't even know what I think about that. That is pure craziness. Let's get a bit of scrap. Gosh, yeah, that is so going to break with the... This Prisma is just going to snap straight away. Oh, maybe not. Well, I do like my pencil sharp, and you cannot deny that this pencil sharpener definitely sharpens your pencil sharp. But yeah, this switch on the end does nothing at all, because that doesn't look any less. Was that the last one that I put in? I think it was. Look, they look the same length to me. It's not changing the angle or the length at all, is it? So that was just a lie, that little thing. I don't know whether I want to take that into school now. I'm in two minds, because that's very sharp, isn't it? Do I want to arm the children with pencils that are going to sharpen like that? I don't know what to think. I definitely don't think it's Faber-Castell, that I think, because that wouldn't have Chinese writing on it, would it? As far as I'm aware, they don't manufacture in China. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure someone will correct me down below. I don't hate it, but unfortunately I don't think I can take it into school because it kind of feels a bit dangerous. Or at least the end result is. But yeah, it sharpens pencils. I'll give it that. It's definitely that. Do I think it's actually Faber-Castell? No. I think it's definitely not. Bizarre. Anyway, moving on. You may remember last month I did a little video on these super golden markers, but before they sent me these, and before I talked to them, I think a few of mine are out because I've been using them. Before they sent me them, and before we had a conversation about them sending me, I think I saw them on somebody's and thought, oh, I've just seen them on Ali. I'll order them from Ali, which I did. Spot the difference though. So what I ordered were not the nice fine line ones that I like a lot. Mine came from Ali, same kind of packaging, same look, same ink, definitely. I think it was the one I had open. Oh, perhaps I haven't opened one. But these are most definitely nice, chunky, thick ones. So I think these are exactly the same as the ones I've got already. They're nice fine ones that are on Amazon.com. But these are great big chunky ones. So you can, obviously I'm thinking for backgrounds. When I ordered them, I did not realise that they were thick ones. I think I saw them on Shelley and just thought, oh, those are them. I'll have them. They're the ones that Shelley's got. But no, I was wrong. I should have looked at the picture because that was clear. And it also says it, but again, oh, it doesn't say it to you because I didn't have that held the right way. But yeah, as you can see, it does say it. So I've now got the nice thick ones to go with my fine ones. Exactly the same colours. They are nice colours. Obviously, I haven't yet. I'm just looking at my swatch of them. That was on the back here. Is it still on the back here? Yes, it is. So I've no doubt it'll be exactly the same colours because it looks like the same descriptions. Just quickly check. Purple, red, gold, which is what we had. Yeah, they're the same colours. So they're the same colours as the nice fine ones that I've got from Amazon.com. But yeah, so I've got the thick ones to go with. And I've also got, again, before they sent me those ones, I also noticed that these had some as well. This brand that I have some acrylic markers by, so I've got loads of. I've got more metallic markers than any person needs any more in real life. Let me get a bit of paper. So this has loads in, 36 colours. I'm not going to go through them all because otherwise this is going to drag on for quite a while. But these have kind of like a chisel end on them and a brush end on them. But yeah, they're not as sparkly as the other ones. They're more like more of a kind of flat metallic, if you know what I mean. It's not got that same shine as the golden ones, definitely. But there's still some nice colours in them. And obviously there's a lot of colours in this little box. I'll just do a small selection of them. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was the other nib, but it wasn't. That's quite a nice little blue. But yeah, they're not as sparkly as the other ones. Where is the other one? Oh, this one's gonna fall. Don't fall. Oh goodness. All going wrong. Things are going everywhere. Yeah, they're much more matte compared to the other ones. They don't have that kind of gleam that these have. But again, they're still nice. Yeah, definitely prefer the super golden ones. But got a lot of them. Pop that back up there. Got a lot of colours to give a try. And obviously, because they were from LA, they were much cheaper. You get what you pay for to some extent, don't you, with these kind of things. But I still think they'd be nice for backgrounds and they add little detail and a few different bits in my colouring. Yeah, so that was metallic markers, twin tips, again from Ali. And the last couple of things that I got from Ali, I found myself using, I've got one kind of night inspired washi tape, and I used quite a lot of it in my little journal for October. I think I used them as the background. So I saw this little set that has these kind of, I think the whole thing is adhesive, so you can either use the whole sticker or obviously I could cut out the little characters, but again, there's lots of these kind of things on Ali, aren't there? But it was really for the tapes that I bought this. I don't think I'd realised that they were on there, but I won't get them all out because again, we'll be here all day. And they're much of a muchness. I think they're very similar to the little things like that. That bit of tape goes with that one, and I think they're all like that. There is a tape that goes with one of the. Is it that one? That goes with one of the things. But I thought, yeah, that's quite a nice set, and it's got a bit of metallic on it, so instantly I was hooked. And then I think the last thing I got from Ali was this book, which I should have translated. Hold on, and I will. Okay, so this is called the Heart Healing Magic Book. Now it says edited by Fulong, but I suspect that may be lost in translation, because the way it describes it, I think it's drawn by, but I could be wrong. I did not know a huge deal about this book before I ordered it. I could see a few pages on Ali and thought, yeah, go on, I'll give it a go. I don't mind a kind of book that we can just kind of have a look at, and something a bit different. I quite like the little examples that it showed. So it's the usual kind of Chinese style in that it's kind of stitched and bound and open, and the cover goes over that section, which means that they do lie absolutely completely flat, which I do really like about it. And the paper's always quite nice in these kind of books as well, so I'll flip you through quite quickly. You get kind of 2 copies of it, which I don't quite understand. You get one in black print, well, it's kind of black and grey, and then you get a slightly smaller one on the other side that has a coloured ink. So this one seems to be purple, and then kind of a really pale brown, that little moon shapes in red. And it doesn't seem to be the same on each one, but you get a coloured version on the smaller one, and the black and white on the other side. So I don't know why they've not done them the same size. That's what I don't quite understand. I mean, it'd be quite nice to say, right, I'm going to do all the coloured versions, but I don't want them smaller, because some of this detail is quite small already. So smaller is not really what I want to go for. So I'm thinking, because of that, I probably will use the larger size. It's quite a strange book, but there's enough in here that I think, oh yeah, quite like some of these. And I know I'm a sad child, but I do like kind of fairgroundy things. And Carousel Horse, yay! It's one of my favourites. Some I probably won't do, some I will do. This doesn't really inspire me a huge amount. Maybe if you like doing food, it will do it for you. I quite like the cakes. And I suppose you could, the little Christmas ones are almost like little gift tags or something. But there's quite a mix of styles, but it's not quite like anything else. I like this one. That was really cute. Gives you kind of you know, I can't say it. Kanoko Yakusa vibes. The joy of this cold. Can't pronounce anything. Combined with my brain not working. Also quite like these. These are quite cute. Teapots. I've done a couple of those. I quite like those. Christmas teapot even. It's quite a mix, isn't it? And I think that's what I quite like about it, really, that it is a little bit of lots of things going on in here. Spaceman on a scooter, like you do. Spaceman getting what? A tan on the roof? I don't know. Reading a book. Playing his guitar. I don't even know what to say about. Is this a Christmas decoration? Is it a bauble? It's a very big bauble. Are we just closer to it? It looks like Humpty Dumpty. I don't know. I have no idea what is going on that page. It's quite a random book. But I do quite like it. So yeah, Heart Healing Magic Book. I think by Fu Yong. We'll put the little label inside so that I don't have to keep trying to translate it every time I pick it up to use. And was that everything from Ali? I think it was. So I've got a few bits from Temu, one of which I have these on my desk, which I just lifted one out because they'll go everywhere now. these little things, which as you can see holds quite a lot of my tat. And I have 4 of these, which every time I go to plug the camera in and some of the lights in to film, I knock over, because when I've got them weighted like this, they're a little bit dodgy in terms of staying standing up. As soon as I just tap them a bit, they go flying. So I did order this, which I've already built. I probably should have waited and filmed it before. So I have ordered this and already built. It does come all flat packed. I'll move it away. So it comes in all little bits like this that you then literally just click it together. Not the clearest of instructions, but as you can see, it's built pretty well. It's pretty sturdy. And I'm hoping I won't keep knocking it over every time I go over there to plug something in, because that's been driving me mad. So I have got this from Temu. I think it was only like 11 quid, something like that. I'm not quite sure what it's made of. I think it is some kind of wood paper. I don't know. I think it's some kind of really cheap reformed wood type stuff. Probably never seen a tree in its life, but you know what I mean. It's that kind of stuff. But it seems okay. It's gone together reasonably well. As you can see, they just all slot into each other. And then when you finally slotted it together, it has a few screws that you just put in on each of the sides. And obviously you get, ooh, can I put it that way? You get a little drawer. I've got some spare bits that I didn't use, and the little driver that it came with to build it. But yeah, I thought it'd be handy to keep rubbers and sharpeners and bits and pieces like that in the bottom drawer. You know what I mean. Things that just go wandering that you wanted and you knew they were over there once, but then they vanished, because that's life, isn't it? Or it is on my desk, let's put it that way. Put it down there, out the way. So that was the first thing I got from Temu. That I was quite pleased with. Then also not gone Temu mad this year really. Got some more tape. Again, I won't go through this for ages, because I was actually looking for some Christmas tape from a journal for the Christmas months in my journal for when I've done my Christmas colouring, but I didn't like any of the Christmas stuff they had, so I've kind of gone for these kind of seasons sets. So it has this kind of wintry set that I thought, actually, that'd be alright for Christmas, wouldn't it? Or I could even use it for January, because it's kind of feels like weather rather than a particular celebration. I'll let you look at the others, but yeah, I thought they're quite nice. They're just kind of nature, and I can use this one for winters anyway. Whether I want it to be Christmas or not doesn't really matter. So I've got that. It goes with my other set. I've also, excuse my creaky shirt, got a set of these. I was looking at them on Amazon and they were literally half the price on Temu, so I thought, well, I'm ordering that storage thing because I want that, so I may as well have these as well. I'm sure the quality won't be brilliant. Oh, those are very synthetic bristles. Yeah, they're still fairly dense though, aren't they? They're not too bad. Mainly for my gel crayons. I have a good pot of some already, but for this kind of medium size, I have a few that are kind of, you know, really big ones, but I don't have a huge amount of this kind of medium size, so I thought for the money, that's a good little set. I'll have that. Again, I won't open them. You all know what they look like, don't you? And then the other thing I thought was a bit naughty and I wanted to look at it really, so let me get it out of the plastic because that's just annoying to be glared at all the time. So I use my Neo 2s quite a bit, quite often, particularly for backgrounds because they're really handy for that. You don't want to make a mess and you just want to get a background coloured in quite quickly. Neos are great for that, and I kept seeing this pop up and I was like, they look pretty much like my set of Neos, except mine's 30, not 25. So I was curious. I mean, could they have made that packaging look any more like the old Caran d'Ache packet? I know now these are red, aren't they? They're not blue. I've had this 15, maybe 15 years. I don't know. I've had it a long time. So that in their defence, this has changed slightly, but along the top looks pretty much exactly the same, doesn't it? Banner down the side, pretty much the same. Blue banner with the wording on. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? But obviously these aren't cheap. They're real McCoy. They are expensive, and even the back looks very similar now. I've just flipped them over, both over. Just text. So I was curious because, you know, everybody's budget's not the same, are they? Some people may not be able to afford these, so I thought actually I'd be interested to see just what these are like. There's my little bit of scrap of paper, and how they compare. So the Temu version by Sunny, obviously you only get 25, that's the first difference, has, let's have a look. So we have a leaflet that looks remarkably like the leaflet that comes in the real set. Apparently there's different sizes. I think I only saw this one that I bought on there, but maybe there are some on there. We've got a palette that looks like it's metal, but is in fact plastic, and it's all printed on top of it. I don't need that, so let's get rid of that. Okay, so you've got a couple of other things. So you've got a little sharpener, and you've got a water brush with a big brush on it. But then, yeah, that looks extremely like, obviously mine's a bit older, spot the difference. Yeah, even the labelling on the actual thing is, look at the little arrows. So that's my real one, this is the pretend one. Yeah. So, they look the same, that's for sure. Let's see which is the better colour match to that. Probably this that I've got. So these aren't quite the same colours, to be fair to them, but let's have a look. So this is my move over bit of paper. That is my real one. Okay, that does not feel that much different at all. Okay, I'll leave that one there, then I know that the fake one is the top one. We could do with a water brush. Have I got one handy with some actual water in? Yes, I have. So, my actual Caran d'Ache. Let's just clean that off. So, no paint left in it. Yeah, I don't think it moves as well. Well, it does dissolve, just takes a little bit longer, and obviously I'm having to rub a bit more, and this is just copy paper that I'm on at the minute, so as a result you're getting that kind of, it's kind of lifting the paper a bit, you see what I mean? So it's got a bit more bitty, but it's purely because I'm having to work the pigment just that little bit more than you do with the Caran d'Ache version that obviously dissolves pretty quickly, the Caran d'Ache version. Let's put them back in the right place and try a different colour and see what I think. What have we got that's also similar? That kind of, what's this one called? Lilac looks visually the same as this one. Has they actually got colours on these? This one looks like it's got some kind of printing issue. Look, it's not all like this. Is a completely different colour here. They don't seem to have a name on them, so obviously Caran d'Ache is actually say lilac. I think it actually gives you the code as well, doesn't it? Can't remember. Can't see it now. This one, not suitable for children under 36 months. Meets performing standards, conforms to EN71. Does it though? Pastel soluble. Yeah, doesn't say a huge amount, so do the same again. So I'll put the real one at the bottom on my paper. We'll put the pretend one. Those colours are pretty much the same, aren't they? I don't think it's quite as dark, actually, that one. It's a little bit lighter than the real one. I'm just going to do just the tiny bit at the bottom. See, just clean that off. Do the same. Just pick a tiny bit up at the bottom. Yeah, I can get it to go down as far as that one, but it takes a lot more work. Obviously the Caran d'Ache, it's pretty much instant, it dissolves. Whereas this kind of sits on the surface a bit more. They're not bad though. I cannot say that they're bad because they aren't. I think if you're on better paper, then they'd be a much better, I mean this is literally just the paper out of my printer, then yeah, not too bad at all. They feel quite nice, they feel very similar when you pop in them on the paper. If I had it in my hand and it was concealed, I'd have said that these were Neo 2s. I don't think from the feel of them I could have told the difference between these at all. They're bright, they're vivid. See, that's very like that one, isn't it? Similar. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with them. They're naughty. But, yeah, if you're wanting a set of Neo 2s and you can't push to an actual set of Neo 2s, they do last ages, these things, I have to say. They are a good value item. Yeah, I can't say that these are a bad little buy from Temu. Ooh, this probably not a huge amount of use. Maybe actually the textured bit might be useful. But I mean, they've tried, haven't they? They've put your little brush in, they've got your sharpener that fits in it, you've got a little bit of a palette that you could use. I use the tin, well you can probably see on mine, I use the tin lid quite often on mine and then just wipe it clean. It does start to stain, but it doesn't make any difference to me. I'll probably do the same when I'm using these. But yeah, my water soluble crayon, water soluble pastel by Sunny. Classic 25 colours. Suitable for numerous artistic techniques on a wide range of materials. Yeah, I can't say I don't like them. I think they're a bit of they are a bit naughty, but they are. Let me pop those back. They live in my very messy drawers. But yeah, they do look very like the Caran d'Ache, and yeah, performance is not far off. Colours pretty bright. So yeah, if you can't afford the real McCoy, these are not a bad little pretend. I think they're not bad at all. What else have I got in my little bag? Not a huge amount. I did buy one of these, which I think have been around for quite a while, haven't they, these? Let's get the last little thing out of there. These have been around for quite a while. Now, I have been using on my desk, pretty much since I got them actually, you may remember the Artex packaging, which we don't keep our pencils in, but this has lived on my desk ever since. That, as you can see, has my collection of things that I want handy, and a random paper clip that seems to have gone in there for some reason. Let's get that out because that's annoying. But yeah, basically my whites collection and my Derwent wheat, which again I use quite a lot. Whites and blenders is basically what's in here, and a little Tombow Mono Zero eraser. And as good as this is, it's been handy. It's cost me nothing because I was buying the pencils anyway. Things do fall over in it, and let's be honest, it's not the most looker of things on your desk, is it? So these seem quite expensive on Amazon, so I've always been like, no, I'm not getting one. But I happened to see them on Temu, and they seemed a lot cheaper on there, so I thought, do you know what? That'll look a bit smarter on my desk, won't it? Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? My collection of stuff. Well, maybe the pointy scissors are probably not going to do it much good, are they? But it's not quite as easy to stab them in as my old Artexy one is. Doesn't like me Tombow quite so much. But I thought, no, I'm going to have something that looks... Oh, they're perfect when I've got an extender on. There's method in it. Not holding me mono zero quite as well. Perhaps if I put it down a bit more. Oh, that's alright, isn't it? Doing the job. It's actually, I'm presuming the base is weighted. It does feel a little bit heavy. Because that is the other thing, I do keep knocking that over. I'm clumsy at knocking things over. Yeah, I quite like that. Quite pleased with that. Again, I'll link it. If I can still see it, it'll be below. I don't know what I paid for it. It will have been cheap. Because I don't buy anything else off there that isn't. Then, I did want to try... There's a lot of really nice... I think they're supposed to be for fountain pens, aren't they? But really nice ink about at the moment. Where's my little bit of paper gone? So... I thought I do actually want to try some of these inks. Oh, I'm guessing it probably does need a shake if it's got pigments in it. It's got a ball bearing end, so it must need. So this, if we can get it in focus, glittering ink, I think is what it says. Ban me glittering ink, and this is Sirius, the colour, I think. Again, I'll try and link it. Oh, the writing in it is so small. Sirius is an alpha something. The brightest star in the sky except the sun. It's darker than Venus and Jupiter. Brighter than Mars most of the time. There we go. Anyway, I thought some of this fountain pen ink might be nice. Grab a brush that I'm not bothered about getting stained. Might be nice in our books. So I was curious to see what it was like. Obviously it's an ink, so it may well go through some papers onto the other side, so you do need to watch what you use an ink on, because they do naturally stain much more. It does have a really nice sparkle from some directions. It's got like shot through with gold. I'm wondering whether I need to shake it a bit more though. I can't say it's overly excited me. I'm glad I only got one. I think this was £5. So I was kind of like, we'll see if it impresses me first. And so far, it's nice. Is it £5 nice? No, that doesn't look any different. Yeah, it has a nice bit of... It does have a nice bit of... I should have put the lid on. Or not. It does have a nice bit of shimmer in it, which I don't think is showing up particularly well on the camera, but... Yeah, I don't think I'll be rushing to order anymore. Let's just get the worst off my brush. Okay, so, ink. Not a disaster, but I don't love it. Oh, perhaps the writing on here. It would have been easier to have read the writing off there. But yeah, drawing ink. It was a try. I quite like it. It looks nice when it's dry, actually, look. It's got a bit more gleam when it's dry. Was that the last thing in my box? Oh no, I've got a little, again, I won't open it because most of you are not interested in my dog. I've got a kind of little wooden build your own mini Schnauzer made out of that cheap wood. What's it called? Does it say it on the packet? No, because that would be helpful. You know what I mean anyway. That thin stuff that snaps really easily. I've got a little kit of that. Okay, and I think that is all from Ali and Temu. The last few bits and pieces are from Amazon UK. So I hadn't got any of these, but I happened to see them. They were on a pretty good deal on Black Friday. So I was tempted to get some, mainly for the pastels really. Because the gelatos that I've got, I don't have the pastel colours in there. And I also hadn't tried these. So I thought I'll give them a go. This is the 18 set with the pastels in. So you've got a couple of metallics, you've got some of the core colours, you've got the big sharpener and a brush. I think it was in half price or something like that. So I was tempted to give it a go. And I must admit, they're quite strange things, aren't they? They get out. They're not easy to get out of this packaging. I just took that bit of paper. Goodness knows, let's use the other one. But yeah, they're quite nice to use, quite smooth to use. And again, I've still got my water brush handy. Dissolve pretty quick. Not as pigmented, definitely, as either of those sets that I've just had out. I think they're for kids, aren't they, these really? So they're not going to be super high quality. But again, I thought, you know, if you just want to do a background quickly with something that you're not worrying about, oh, I've used loads of the pigment up, and then you'll just want to wash over with a brush, these are ideal for that, aren't they? Good pigment, they dissolve quite nicely. Considering how dark that is, I think it dissolves out quite lightly. But yeah, still quite like them. And I think they'll be handy to have a play with. I quite like their massive sharpener it comes with. Proper chunky thing. Yeah, so I got the Stablo, excuse the noise, 18 woody 3-in-1 multi-talented pencils. Can be used on glass, paper. I think you can use them on fabric, can't you? What does it say? Water soluble, strong covering power, intense colour, even on the darkest papers and glass, unbreakable, thick wooden pencil with XXL lead. Yeah. Thought it'd be good to have a bit of play with. And then the other thing I've got is Temu's fault, because I bought ages ago, somewhere behind my tea that's gone cold on the shelf while I've been doing this video. Where's my palette gone? My window ledge is just full of mess. Oh, there it is. Because I keep just stinging things on window ledge. Things are getting buried alive under the nest. So ages ago, as you can see, it's now well used. I got this Meedan Palette from Temu, and it's got all sorts of things in that obviously just need re-wetting and I can continue using. But I've quite enjoyed using it. I like the weight of them, so I fancied getting a bigger one. Mainly because I filled that one up and I don't want to clean it because I want to still use the colours that are in it. That's how mean I am. So, polystyrene. So yeah, I fancied getting one that has a little bit of sections you can actually put some paint down and mixing set, but you've still got that nice kind of ceramic. In fact, actually, you could use that side, couldn't you, as well? That's actually quite useful as well. So yeah, I've just fancied getting another one of these to go with, so that, again, they live on my window ledge for when I want them. Yeah, because I really like this one. It could, you know, washes out really nicely when you want to. Mixes really nicely when you're working in it, and yeah, it's just a really good chunky thing, and I like them. So thought when I saw these were on, again, Black Friday, they were on a deal. Thought, yeah, I'm having another one of those because I really quite like them. Let's get rid of get rid of those. And then my last little bit from Bits Everywhere from Polystyrene from Amazon. This is from .com. I did pre-order this. I don't really buy mythographics in general. I have one. I have Voyage by Joseph Kattenbang, I think. I haven't worked in it. Visually, I find them very complicated books, aren't they? And something about it just puts me off. But I do love Fabiana's drawings, and the title, yeah, Fairy Wonderland, I just really liked the idea of. And because it's her, I just couldn't resist. If I'm honest, I'm still finding some of these pages are a bit complicated for me. I'm sure I could do it, don't get me wrong, but they don't, because they are so complicated, I find they put me off a little bit. But I like this page. I think that's really beautiful. There's quite a few in here that I do like, and that feel a little bit more simple, that I might have a go at. So there was enough in here that I thought, yeah, I will get this one, even though, like I say, generally I don't really buy mythographics very often, just because it's not really this one I like as well. But there's a few pages in here that I'm like, yeah, I want to colour that page, like that's nice as well. So that's made it worthwhile for me. Like this could be interesting. You've got a lot of this kind of reflection, underwater world with these kind of stars going through as well. There's just some nice ideas, and yeah, I like this page as well. There's a few pages that I thought, yeah, I can really see myself working in it. And as I haven't yet worked in a mythographic, maybe it's about time. There's no excuses really, is there? So I don't think it was quite what I thought it was going to be, this book, from the title, but I do still like a good chunk of it, and I love how she draws, so it had to be done. Mythographic Fairy Wonderland by Fabiana Attanasio. I've got mine from Amazon.com. I don't think it's out in UK yet, but I'm sure it'll be along soon if you don't wish to pay the extra postage that comes with getting it from .com. Then I've got a couple of scroll boxes that I have opened and not done a huge amount with, I'll be honest, because obviously I've been ill. I won't go through the book and the artist and all that, I'll literally just go through. So I've got a little watercolour A5 pad, I've got a little plasticky palette, and I've got these Jackman Art Materials crystalline watercolours, which, as you can see, I have not broken into yet. Let me get there. I'm thinking these are a bit like the Brusho powders, but they are a watercolour in powder form. Jackman's Art Materials. So I've got grey violet, I've got turquoise, I've got midnight violet, and then I don't have any of these either, so this is quite interesting. Ooh, look at that! That was not what I expected. I've got a huge flat water brush with the new style. Oh, get back in. The new style of the Derwent ones with the big chunky push button. How do you undo it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that is a chunky thing, that. I suppose a big brush like this, you're going to use quite a lot of water though, aren't you? So maybe it needs a massive, great big chamber on it like that. But that feels huge compared to my normal Kuretake one that I use a lot. Massive. And then also quite a big sprayer, I'm guessing, again for these kind of effects, which look very like Brusho effects, don't they? So yeah, I'll have to play with those. I'll probably stain my fingers because that's what normally happens as soon as you open anything like those. But a little of this does always go a long way. What exciting sweet have I got? Missile Explosion. Liquid filled bubblegum. That's not for me. Not for me. So I've not played with those yet. And then another one came the other day, literally the other day. And I was like, oh, I've not even looked at the other one. What's come now? So I've got a Signo Gold. Is it actually called gold? Yes, gold. Just the metallic one, not the glittering. I use the glittering all the time, but Signo, great pen. Can't go wrong with a Signo pen, can you? And then we've got a Meedan Palette, which is what? Tinted charcoal paint pan set. Dark moss, forest, driftwood, mountain blue, ocean deep, thistle, glowing embers, burnt earth, natural, dark and white. Ooh, they do look a bit charcoaly. I'll take the plastic off so they're not gleaming at you. Yeah. I suppose this reminds me of the Graphitint sets. Interested to see how they are compared to my Graphitint when I've played about with them. And then obviously you've got a normal little Derwent half small brush in with there and the sponge as per. Yeah, interesting. Tinted charcoal. It's a bit different, isn't it? And then what else have I got? Oh, a little, is it a badge? Oh yeah, a little pin badge. With me Scroll Box logo on. Scroll a pin. It's in. Doesn't want to go back in there. There we go. And obviously a coin. Leave that out, that's not going to survive long. And what paper have we got? Oh, watercolour postcards. They're handy as well. I'm not going to play with that when I turn the camera off. Anyway, if that's everything, please say yes. Oh yeah, I did buy one other thing. But I don't know why I did, because I knew I wouldn't do it. But there's just stuff everywhere. Stuff everywhere. It's driving me mad. I did buy this. So I did used to do Christmas card making all the time. And if I see a magazine that's got some decent Christmas stamps in, I can't help myself. So it did come with a little stencil with some stars, waves, snowflakes, waves, that well-known thing. And then it also came with some little stamps, which as you can see are pristine, and I've not used them, so no one's getting a card with these on. But I do quite like them, and these are the kind of images I do like colouring for a card, I've got to be honest. But I'm out of time. It's not going to happen this year, but I might keep them for next year. Snowman fall from heaven unassembled. I quite like that. I'm snow glad we were friends. There's snow on like quite like you. Snowbody warms my heart like you. But yeah, I quite like them, so they accidentally fell in my shopping trolley. As you can imagine, there's probably some other tat in here as well that I won't use because I've not made any cards. But it's some paper that's horrible, some paper that's quite nice. I quite like the kind of watercolour-y effects on the back of these. Those are quite nice. No. Again, it's personal taste, isn't it? Which bits you might use. But yeah, there's that. And obviously there's a magazine, which I won't show you because that's not very fair on the magazine people. But yeah, I think that was... breathe a sigh of relief. How long is this video? Oh goodness, nearly an hour. I'm so sorry. Checking my shelf. My shelf is now empty. Thank goodness. I did also get another pack of Nina cardstock. And... ooh, let me reach it. Just because people keep asking. This is the one I always get. I like this through my laser printer. It goes through my laser printer because it's got enough flexibility, but this is the one I always buy. £110, this size. I like it a lot. I'm just getting it from Amazon UK. Obviously I think it's much more available in the States, isn't it, on your Amazon. Excuse my glasses. But yeah, that was all the things that have come in, probably from October, whilst I've been ill. So now I need to try and find somewhere to put all of this stuff. Who knows where that might be. Thank you very much for watching. Obviously, if you've got any questions, pop it in the comments below and I'll try and get to them and answer them. If I've not added a link for an item, it's because I can't find it again myself. Like I say, I've ordered a lot of this quite a long time ago. And I meant to do this a long time ago as separate videos, not one massive big video. But now I can't deal with it, so it's all in one now. Anyway, hope you're having a nice break and enjoying your colouring. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.